So where is Tenenbaum? If I was Tenenbaum, where would I be? How do we get in there? Look, there's a... How do we zoom in again? There's a log in there, isn't there? But we can't walk past this ledge for some reason. Maybe there's another way in. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's head in. Let's take our time slowly. There's the butterfly again. Butterfly. Is this some kind of what do you call it? Is it some kind of Rorschach test? The butterfly is what the symbol? It's a symbol of chaos, right? The butterfly effect. The butterfly flaps its wings in one part of the world and a whole host of events happen in between that causes a hurricane in a different part. Lamb will lead the way. Yeah, the way to where though? Man, they must be pretty damn tall. They're getting their hands all the way up there. I don't see anything else for them to stand on. Unless they were using this box here, or the chair. Maybe. Look at this, man. Look how many copies of our book are around here. Yeah, this is a narcissist, man. Is this just a way to sell her book? Is that what this is about? It's the only way she can make sales. You gotta admire that hustle though, eh? You know, like, you know, because most people would be like, shit, you know, my book's rubbish and no one's buying it. Maybe I'm not cut out to be an author. You know, maybe I'll go back into dentistry, who knows. Whereas Lamb, it's like, oh, my book's not selling, I better start a cult and take over a city. That's good hustle, man. Not everyone's got that. Yeah, so we've seen this one before. There's the health boost, evolution in a bottle. Haven't seen this one. AccuVoice. Ooh. Security camera. Introducing the future of health and wellness, the Vita Chamber. Restore vigor and spirit with the touch of a button. Yeah, up here in Scotland, we restore vigor and the spirit with a little bit of Buckfast. Yeah, but hey, you know, whatever floats your boat, Rapture. However you like to do it. Safety. Safety now. Alright, so there's probably going to be a fight up ahead, isn't there? If we're getting a Vita chamber here. So let's get prepared.
Careful, security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever,
and I am,
they can be made to serve you.
Gotta find the right dame for me. Not just any old girl. Somebody who understands me.
Can we fire this from here? Yes.
Baby?
Hat cameras work for you, spotting enemies and sending security bots after them. Yeah, we got the blue bonus, which gives us a longer friendly alarm. Great. Do my bidding. Do my bidding. There we go. Good lad. Great. Whoa. No. Still one person there. Seems to be bugged. There we go.
Get out already!
Okay. We got him. Oh, the wrench. Oh, the wrench. What is this mail? This mail going from Rapture or coming into it? So the camera is green. So I'm assuming it's on our side forever. It's not like a timed thing. Oh, these are consumable items, these remote hack darts. Okay. Okay, so we have to be wise about how we use them. Reliable pharmacy, drugs, canned goods, much more. What do canned goods have to do with the pharmacy? We are qualified to help you with your nitrogen narcosis. What is that? What is nitrogen narcosis? Is that the bends? You know that term for when deep sea divers come out of the water too quickly. I'm not exactly sure what happens. I think they're just the chemical levels in their blood change. Due to differences in the pressure. Sure, I'm sure nitrogen will be involved in some part of that. Look at this, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that you bumping against the glass? Didn't you be smashing that glass, pal? That's not going to work out very well for us. We are but the stones to pave the way. That's the first time we've heard that imagery. Stones. The building blocks. So what do these slicers do on a daily basis? Do they eat? There's a lot of food around here that's not been scavenged. Bot shutdown panel. Right, so if the security camera had summoned a bot, we could shut them down there, I guess is what that's for. Workshop 6B, the Jet Postal. We've got Jet, we got canned beans. I feel like I'm playing a Fallout game at the minute. What?
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
Oh my god, I did fuck Lamb, didn't I? Fuck's sake. You know, we've all had our low points in life, but some things it's just difficult to come back from. So Eleanor probably looked to be about 6, maybe, sort of like 5 or 6. So presumably now she's mid-teens at least. She looked a bit older in that. She sounded a bit older. She sounded of at least 18, something like that. So, what was that flashback all about? Come soon to come find me for daddy. Like, did she write that like recently? Because if she did, like, her development's been stunted. Because this is not how teenagers write. Did she make this all the way back then, like 10 years ago? How the hell did she know we would follow this route? Hope this helps. Well, it doesn't, pal. Telekinesis. Oh, I wonder if we could go back. I wonder if we could go back to that log at the start. You know, at the start of the video. I wonder if we could go back to that log and pick it up with the telekinesis plasmid. Right, what is this? Wait. No, this. Male pneumo control. Dr. Hallcroft's cure-all. Okay. It's just giving us free health, I guess. Good to know. Right, let's pick this up. Pick up big stuff with your mind. Throw it at your enemies. What else do you need to know? Is that how they marketed it to the people of Rapture? You would have thought they wouldn't want to foster violence between people in the city. So let's put it on slot 2. Pulls an object to you, then hurls it. Even enemy grenades. Also useful for holding objects as a shield. Oh, that's cool. Grabbing objects out of reach. So yeah, let's put it here.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Like, how many grenades were in Rapture for that to be part of the marketing for this device? So press and hold to grab and just release the throw. Okay, got it. Got it. Right, let's come back. Let's come back to the start. I believe these are on the F keys. Yeah. Where was it? Yeah, just down these stairs here. Butterflies again. Right. How does this work? Got it, man. Look at that.
Hello,
Oh, look.
Mr. Divey. Want to play? Actually, I'm quite busy right now, Miss Eleanor. Maybe later. Well, all right. But do you mind if I take you apart while I wait? I promise I'll put you back together.
Wait! You can't do that! No!
Wait! Eleanor!
Eleanor, you are a fucked up little kid. Jeez, man. That's not my side of the family. That's not coming from my side of the family. You know, I don't take inanimate objects apart and give them a personality and enjoy the sound of fucking torturing them to death. That ain't me, man. I'm normal. Pretty much. Pretty much. I don't know if I want to meet this kid. I got the feeling she's going to be a psycho. Oh man. Alright. She knows the way, presumably. Yeah, that's...
Up topside now, eyeballing with all the can girls. And if anybody gets lippy, pal, he's got the bomb.
Nuts. You saved a whole kindergarten full of cutesy little brats. And went happy ever after. He was pansy. End of story.
He's not gonna have his sport when he's done. He's gone now, and not lambs than you.
Couldn't quite make out what they were saying. Oh yes. Oh yes. Brilliant. Do my bidding. Good lad. Still at least one left, I think. Okay, great. Right, that's the first kind of big event we've had so far, isn't it? There's quite a few people there. Those canisters are very handy. Just a fad.
There would be no Rapture without me. No city without the Atlantic Express.
Atlantic.
Ryan took his first grand tour on my flagship coach. These days, personal bathyspheres are all the rage. My rails only connect the oldest parts of Rapture now. And the city's just left me behind. Plenty of cash in the bank, though. This private vehicle craze will blow over soon.
Yeah, pal. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. So he's the guy that ran the main sort of public transport then of the place. Bathyspheres came along and sort of put him out of business somewhat, I'm guessing. This is their first big area. Ah. This is where we were earlier, isn't it? Yeah, right there. We can't do anything about that. Unless it can be fixed somewhere, but I can't see it. All this money just lying around, man. Atlantic Express, Rapture's fastest way to travel. So these were trains that ran under the sea. How would that affect things? How would that affect speed if they were running through water? Liquid is denser than water. Sorry, liquid is denser than air as far as I know. So per unit of volume, you've got more to push away through water than you do air. So I would imagine they would use a great deal of fuel to push their way through the water. It's probably going to be an expensive operation. I suppose if bathyspheres are smaller, there's less less displacement. There's less to push out the way. Cheaper to run. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they. Maybe that's why they took off. Trains run on time when you run on time. Yeah, it just didn't be late. Lamb's book is everywhere. What happened to the people?
These people are hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called Adam. I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning. One of them cornered me and Christ, his face. I had a gun, but I choked. And then out of nowhere, we both heard this singing. And he took off like hell on wheels. It sounded like a kid. A little girl. Cindy's alive. I know it in my gut.
The splicers went off to harvest her. Is that how it works? The little sisters harvest Adam from bodies, is that right? Can't quite remember how it worked. Because they used to leave us Adam, didn't we? That Adam was our sort of EXP. Eve was our mana. Shit.
Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you.
Yeah, I figured that, pal.
Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
Probably our daughter. How could she awaken us? We were shot in the head. Do we use telekinesis to pull that out of the way? I guess so. Let's come around here. Let's do some exploring first. Railway Cafe. Were there enough people travelling by train to warrant all this? I mean, how many people were in Rapture? How many people would have travelled by train? How big is the place? Like, what is the average person's commute? Oh, I hear you. Ryan versus Lamb.
White is not black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up, and straw is not gold. Look around you. Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2, and A equates to A.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias, dream, delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the people are losing faith. Take a walk, Andrew. It is raining in Rapture, and you have simply chosen not to notice.
Interesting. yeah, interesting debate. The idea of yeah, there was a great Twitter thread. I can't remember exactly when it was, over the last year, where some people were trying to argue that 2 + 2 could equal 5. Some of the reasoning was a bit, you know, a bit strange. Sort of using, you know, using rounding, like 2.3 plus 2.3 would equal 4.6. When you round 2.3 down, it's 2. When you round 4.6 up, it's 5. It's like you can't just do that. That's not. That's a very, very inaccurate way to do things. So lamb, I guess, is for reality is consensus. Yeah, we've got a game sort of shit. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. What Lamb is saying, that if enough, it's like if enough people agree on a truth, it becomes the new truth. It's a very dangerous place to be at. Because the thing about that, it then becomes a game of persuasion, and the person who wants the new truth gets to have, you know, gets to have their way if they can persuade enough people. And you know, if you don't believe in the new truth, you're shunned and cast out from the group. Oh, come on, man. I know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, this is very, very interesting. Very interesting, the subjects in this game. When did this come out? 2010, something like that? I'm not quite sure. It's very interesting, very, very relevant to a lot of arguments that are being made today. Right, come on. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's the F buttons, got it. Yeah, so that's why that Eve dispenser's there, isn't it?
I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
Right. What's Eleanor's destiny? Why is she so special? And there's Lamb talking about paradise. Utopia. That's another very dangerous idea as well. You know, going back to John Lennon's Imagine. It's all about living this ideal life in utopia, where everyone thinks the same thing and it gets along with each other. That is a very, very dangerous idea. Utopia will never exist. It will never exist, because we're as people we're not we're the things that make up our views on life are greatly affected by personal traits. Things like physical strength. Physical strength has a part to play.
Was to be your paradise. You grasped the so-called great chain of progress and pulled hard in your own interest. But then the great chain snapped. Now paradise is dying, and you with her. But we are never alone. We shall live on, join the Rapture family, and be reborn.
Not sure who that's sent to, but yeah, this is cult like. Join the Rapture family. You know, one of the first stages of a cult is to remove the connection from your family. You know, when people are removed from their family, they have a hole in their life. That hole then gets filled up by the cult, which gives people their sense of belonging. But yeah, as I was saying about physical strength, physical strength can change your political opinions. What studies have found is that stronger people tend to vote more conservatively than weaker people do. I'm talking about physical strength, not strength of character or anything like that. And like that, it makes sense because.
Was to be your paradise.
Shut up, lamb.
You grasped the so-called great chain of progress and pulled hard in your own interest. But then the great chain snapped.
Press Q for next plasmid.
And you with her.
Okay.
But we are never alone. We shall live on, join the Rapture family, and be reborn.
Circus of Values is back. Right, what do we have? First aid kit, Eve hypo rivets. Right, didn't need any of that. Ooh, that would be good. Remote darts. Let's try hacking it. Whoops. Let's try and do a better job of it. Right, if we get blue... Oh, it drops a free item. Nice. Pick up some of these. How much do we have? 196. Sold out now, okay. I got a feeling those are going to come in very handy. Yeah, so physically stronger people tend to feel like they can take on more things. They tend to feel more resilient, more reliant on themselves, because they believe they have the strength to handle what life throws at them. Sort of the conservative viewpoint that everyone should pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And make something of themselves, which is a fantastic viewpoint to have. Weaker people tend to believe in redistribution of resources because they don't think that they not only they don't think that they don't have their own power to collect those resources, but because they cannot collect those resources, they also understand that there are other people out there who also are in a worse state than them, who also cannot collect their own resources. So out of that point of mind, we get things like social help in a society, benefit system. Which again, it's another fantastic point of view, because there are some people who will never ever, will never ever be in a position to start their own business. They'll never be in a position to make something of themselves, because they may have a mental disability, they may have another disability in some way. Both these ideas have value. And what's worrying about what Lam is saying is that in her utopia, everyone will have the same values, whether they like it or not. But it will never happen. People will never agree on things, because there's too many parts of themselves that all contribute to the way that person thinks. And it's wrong to close yourself off to other opinions. It's wrong to believe that everyone has the power to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. And it's also wrong to think yourself a victim who just can't do anything and will need help to get through this situation. To have one of those ideas completely rule your life is not a good way to live. You're only getting one half of the situation. We need to be able to admit that sometimes this certain point of view is a good way to think about things, but at other times this other model is the correct one to have. It's not the case that only one of these things will help you get through it. Sometimes you need to think a little bit more in one way, sometimes you need to think a little bit more in another way, just depending on the situation. So to remove parts of those ideas from someone's life is robbing them of their humanity.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for the role of evolution. Depression, fits of panic, sexual pathos, all responses to ancient selection pressure. The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited me here. They mistake my study of natural law for the worship of competition. Remember, Eleanor, one must know the beast before it can be slain.
I didn't understand that. She's been invited here because people are basically going mental. Because they're living underground. They're saying it has something to do with how all mental illness is rooted evolutionary in sexual selection. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know enough about that. What else was she saying? People are confusing her study of natural law with the inevitable competition from a meritocratic society. Is that what she's saying? Didn't quite get it. I'll have to listen to that one back. But yeah, again we have an interesting game with a lot of points to make about society. switching hub. Yeah, that's what we need in our minds. A switching hub. You know, here's one idea for you. Just to show you what I'm talking about with the idea that sometimes you need to think one way, sometimes you need to think another. Having only one option to you will slow you down in your progress. So think about the idea of open-mindedness. Right, in general, we are taught that open-mindedness is a good quality to have, and closed-mindedness is a bad quality. You know, closed-mindedness is the reason for all the ills in society. And sure, open-mindedness is great, being open to new ideas. Fuck off, lamb. Why is it still as loud here than it was back there?
But then the great chain snapped. Now paradise is dying, and you with her. But we are never alone. We shall live on.
Come on, man, shut the fuck up. Yeah, so we're taught that closed-mindedness is a bad trait, it's a negative trait. Ooh, stay away from that closed-mindedness. Got to keep an open mind about everything. To a certain extent, that's true. But there are some situations where being closed-minded is actually a good thing. Take something like an athlete training for a sport. Take someone like a musician who's practicing to get better at their craft. Sure, they need to be open to new ideas at the start of that training plan, so they can look at what's out there, look at all the information that's available, and think, well, which parts of this are going to be applicable to the situation I'm in? Pick those parts and incorporate them into their plan. So they have a 6-month plan. They might have a 4-year Olympic plan. However long that plan is. Now, when that plan is in progress, that's when you need to be close-minded. And you can't let yourself be, you can't let yourself get a couple of weeks into your training and think, oh, this shit's not working. I better find something else that'll work better. Because sometimes you need to close your mind off and say, no, fuck off. This is what I'm doing. These are the things I'm going to work on. These are the exercises I'm going to play. Let's give it another 3 months. Maybe if things are still looking the same, we'll change it. Because some things just take time. They take a lot of resources, a lot of commitment, a lot of mental effort, and it's difficult. And those are the situations where closed-mindedness is actually a handy trait to have, to be stubborn. Think about how much material there is on the internet. Everyone's trying to sell you their training plan. You know, if you've ever searched for, if you're ever interested in strength training, you'll see, you go and search for that, you'll see like numerous channels, all with their ideas of what's the best thing, what's the best way to train. What we need in our mind is a switching hub between the two. So we need to know, well, now's the idea where we need to be open-minded. We need to look at what's out there and evaluate the information, and then there's a time when we say, right, this is what we're doing, and we need to be close-minded. And in a utopia that only celebrates one side of those things, you're only going to be half a person.